Well, that's a bit surprising. What's going on, everybody? Jeff Porter from Roll for New GM. Today, brand spanking brand new, newest news of the newest. D&D Beyond on Twitter. I think we actually did it. Over the past few weeks, you, the community, have made your voices heard and we've listened. OGL 1.0a will remain untouched, and the entire SRD 5.1 is now available under a Creative Commons license. They went on to comment, your feedback in the OGL 1.2 survey is already clear and we are acting on it. 62% are satisfied with adding the SRD to Creative Commons, and those dissatisfied want more in Creative Commons. 89% are dissatisfied with deauthorizing OGL 1.0a. Only 89%. 88% do not want to publish content under OGL 1.2. Guilty. Thank you for your continued dedication and love for Dungeons & Dragons. We are sorry for the pain we've caused to the community. We look forward to building what comes next with our players and creators. For those asking for the legal document, here is the direct link to the new SRD 5.1 with a Creative Commons preamble. Let's just take a quick gander at this. Yeah, it's the same SRD, just with a okay. So this might be too little, too late. I don't know about everybody else, but for me, like I said, I've already started my own TTRPG. I'm gonna be writing content for other games. I've said it once, I've said it a million times. Just because of this doesn't mean that I'll never play D&D again. But definitely for the foreseeable future, I'm going to be doing my own thing. I'm going to be writing for other games, making my own, and I'm not going to be messing with D&D for a while. They've left a bad taste in a lot of our mouths, and I don't think that that's just going to go away overnight because they decided to backtrack. We caught them in a lot of lies. We caught them sending out contracts to people for the OGL 1.2. And we just knew from the beginning kind of what was going on because D&D insiders from WotC reached out to some of the biggest D&D creators and said, hey, there's not really anything we can do, but these higher ups, they might be ruining things. And we've been covering this for the past, 3 weeks. The first time I read it, I was just perplexed beyond anything that it was just a complete 360 from what they had with the OGL 1.0a. And they're going to miss out on a lot of third-party content now. Not only is Kobold Publishing and Paizo and so many other places doing their own thing that other creatives are going to flourish to, but even people like me, there's a lot of me. There's a lot of big third-party publishers. There's a lot more people like me who create content for DM's Guild, who were creating content to publish under the OGL. And you've just left a terrible taste in my mouth that I don't think I'm going to get over for a while. I just think this is too little too late. It is pretty amazing that they've ended up backtracking on all of this because of standing up and saying that this isn't going to happen. What happened to our deal? You can't just go back. And I wonder if a lot of this has to do with legal reasons, because there were a lot of people saying that legally they probably wouldn't be able to revoke the OGL 1.0a. So I think it's just a huge combination of just a shit storm that hit WotC. A lot of panic when they saw the D&D subscriptions drop. And I think that they just are trying everything they can to save face at this point. Unfortunately, they've lost a lot of people. Congratulations to everybody. You made them change their mind. And so the reason why I'm not going to be doing anything, even though they've said that it's going to remain in place. Not only is my book, I've started converting to my own system, but I just don't know if I can trust them. And I think that's going to be the case for a lot of people. They've done this before. That's the whole reason that Pathfinder exists. And who's to say that they're not going to do this again, especially with all the things that we've heard, all the things that we read about them saying and their new VTT and what they want to do in the space. And I just think that I just don't know if I trust them. Maybe if WotC comes under some new leadership, which if I had to get, I don't know if it'll happen, but if I had to guess, I would say that that's probably around the corner. I don't think you get to stay in charge after doing something like this and having such an immediate backlash for what happened. So it might be a long shot, but if I were WotC, I'd probably be looking for some new names, some new faces to get up there and be like, okay, we're not gonna do that anymore. But this is pretty crazy. This is pretty cool. So yeah, maybe in the future, I'll come back and I'll create some D&D content and keep enjoying it. But for now, for the foreseeable future, like I said, just they tried screwing us over too much. So got my own stuff going on. You can follow us at astraldoorgaming.com. Follow the subscribe, like here. There's going to be a bunch of new stuff. We're going through new TTRPGs, different TTRPGs that I haven't played before, and kind of looking at their rule sets and how you play it and things that differ. And so there's going to be a lot of cool stuff going on. But this is, I was pretty surprised to see this pop up. I thought it was fake at first. I thought it was one of those, some kind of meme or something that somebody made up, but I looked it up and sure enough, there it is. So they are leaving OGL 1.0a in place as is, untouched. The SRD 5.1 is available under a Creative Commons license, and you choose which you prefer to use. So there it is. I guess the community kind of stuck a boot in their ass, and kind of cool to see. Kind of cool to see that the people still are able to make a choice and make a decision and be heard. Awesome. Just awesome stuff. So let's see what kind of replies real fast. Thank you for this. A lot of people have lost faith in the WotC brand this month, and it's going to be difficult to rebuild that, but this is a good first step. I agree. It is a good first step. They have lost a lot of trust. It's going to be hard to build that up. My parents always told me that trust is the hardest thing to rebuild, and it is absolutely correct. Echoing what Ginny has said here, appreciate the effort to listen and earn back the faith trust from the community. Creative Commons for SRD 5.1 is a huge benefit for creators like us. Good on you all. Thanks. Love to see it. Thank you for listening to us. Just so we're clear, if you try to release one D&D under a restrictive license like the proposed OGL 1.2, I've been saying OGL like 8 times a day for the entire month. I'm tired of saying OGL. OGL 1.2, then you'll have this fight all over again, and your pretty new version of the game will be deader than 4th edition. We can play 5e forever or pivot to Pathfinder. Okay, I'll give you advantage on persuasion, but the DC is 25 due to loss in faith. That's my favorite one. That's a great one. It's going to be slow to rebuild good faith and trust, but this is a good start. Still hesitant that there's still a catch here. I don't know that there's a catch here. I mean, it's out in the Creative Commons license now. They've just, I mean, I don't think that they'll mess with it. But we'll see. Wow, you listened, or is this the big bad evil guy's monologue before the floor falls out and the room filled with lava? And then we'll do this last one. This still does not address 1D&D and how the future products will be licensed. The SRD could not be licensed other than the SRD could not be licensed other than under CC due to game mechanics not being licensable. it is appreciated that the core is CC. All future products should, not just 5e, be under OGL 1.0a. Yeah, so that was an interesting thing they tried to do. They're like, no, we've given our, it's like you can't, the game mechanics, you can't actually trademark and license. So it was kind of like, look what we did, even though they did nothing. But this is super interesting. So let me know in the comments down below what you think of this. Let me know if you're going to immediately go back, if there's going to be, a period of time where you try out other things before you go back. I've made my position clear. And if you're interested in a new TTRPG, I think we've got a name for it now, which is really excited. We've got the core mechanics, the action economy system, the magic system. I think is really neat. Getting art done for it currently, so it's going to be out very soon. Actually, we're going to be play testing very quickly, and a lot of cool stuff around the corner. Not to mention, looking forward to seeing the ORC when it comes out, and Kobold Press's stuff. So very excited to see what other kind of content I create. Next, I'm going to be looking at Vampire the Masquerade. I'm a huge fan of the video games. So going to be taking a look at the TTRPG and seeing what I like. So remember to like, subscribe, and until next time, friends.